I think we all know we have to start with the Brooklyn Nets after the freaking madness that happened earlier today.
Them boys is cooked. Let's get that out the way. They're done.
Oh, so for people that don't know, if you somehow live under a rock, today they fired Steve Nash. 10 minutes later, they hired Ime Udoka, which was they tried to make it seem like they did their due diligence to do a coaching search, but clearly this was the plan. So, Dog, you think they're cooked? You don't have any hope for them now?
No, I don't. You've never seen a team with this much just volatility in one season, and it's like even teams who have had drama on the court, the only way for them to get out of it is for them to have some kind of like accountability to start that process. And the number one thing that comes to mind is like last year with the Celtics, and Marcus Smart comes out in the first couple of weeks and it's like, yeah, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they need to learn how to pass the ball. And they're like, they're like, oh yeah, like we actually do. And we see Tatum take leaps as a playmaker, and he actually starts passing the ball, and that starts the process of them becoming, a finals contending type of team. There's nobody in Brooklyn that's out there about to take accountability for this. Kyrie is acting like the most arrogant type of person. He has his own set of problems. KD's just showing up to hoop. Joe Tsai.
Yeah.
You don't think Cam Johnson's taking over the locker room?
What?
You don't think Cam Johnson's going to take over the locker room and set everybody straight?
Man. It's like
Nick Claxton?
Joe Tsai.
Oh my God.
Joe Tsai before the season was like, yeah, he's like, I miss the days when we were winning 42 games and like we were having fun and this and that. Guess what? Y'all might win 42 games and you're not going to have fun. Like, there's just nothing. There's nothing in Brooklyn right now that's inspiring. And then the fact that you talk about them doing their due diligence. And they took 5 minutes because they knew from the moment that Ime gets suspended that that's the guy that they want to bring back. And it's like, okay, what are we doing here?
So, obviously, you don't have faith in them for all the off-the-court stuff. Mo, but just on-the-court stuff, do you think they're a better team now?
When it comes to on-the-court stuff, I think they have the potential to be a better team, but I'm one of those people who really think that, like, I don't know if Steve Nash is truly given an opportunity to actually coach, because fucking Kyrie, we were talking crazy. He's like, oh, I don't believe we have a head coach or anything like that the day that Steve Nash gets hired a couple years ago. So I'm like, maybe someone like Ime Udoka can come at Kyrie a different way, but Kyrie's Kyrie and KD's going to do whatever KD do. So this team might be cooked, but I'm not one of those people who sold all of their stocks, all of my stock at all. Simply because
it's way too early for that.
Ben Simmons hasn't played basketball in a long time. A lot of people are giving guys like Klay Thompson just a little bit of slack or whatever because he had hella injuries, and Ben Simmons has been away from the game not as long, but he's had some serious issues as well that are
damn near. It's a whole year is a long time. Like, nobody's on Jamal Murray's case for being buns right now, or not buns, but not a shell of himself. Like, he gets such a terrible rap, and you're right, he's gonna get better. But just like you said, on the court, like, I feel like they're probably gonna be a little bit better now, just because KD clearly fucking hated Steve Nash. Like, his whole basis of requesting a trade was it's either me or these guys. So one of those guys is gone now. So clearly he's gonna be happier.
Exactly. And so now that he's gone, can we expect? Do you guys genuinely think that they'll be better and bounce back, or at least not be as as they've been recently?
Of course, yeah, they're like 1-5. Yeah, they're gonna be better than that. Like, they're not gonna be the worst team in the NBA.
Yeah, but that's again, like I was saying, that's because the bar is the floor right now. But like, even on the court, you have Ben Simmons who still doesn't want to look at the basket. I don't care about him taking threes or anything. He's not looking at the basket to get layups, right? There's a play in the game a couple days ago where he gets the steal. He's on a fast break. Yeah. And if he takes one more dribble and looks at the rim, that's a dunk.
And it was crazy. That play ended in a wide open three for KD, didn't it? So, like, even if he's not scoring, he's still doing his thing.
If you are going to say that passing up wide open layups to go
crazy,
and to pull it out for three.
I was saying, like, either way, obviously it wasn't a wide open layup. It probably could have been if he kept going, but like, you're assuming it would have become that. Sure, but all I'm saying is wrong. I'm just saying is that all I'm saying to say that is you're still seeing the positive effects of him in some ways with that passing and him setting things up. He's been ass. He's been atrocious so far, but you're starting to see at least the footprints of what could be over time as he gets more comfortable.
My problem with that is that you are taking the result and you're taking the result and using that to justify the actual infraction. No, I'm just saying
the thought process is there.
I'm saying that's a bad thought process. If if you have a lane to the rim and you're 6'10" and you can go up and lay it up and dunk it, and worst case scenario, you get fouled. And if you're scared about getting fouled, then like that's also a problem. You should probably work on your free throw shooting. But if you're scared to do that, that's the problem. Because if he pulls that out and KD misses the three, now long rebound back, the ball goes back the other way. They might score because the Nets transition defense and their defense as a whole is trash. And so now this whole situation just got messed up.
Yeah,
so
I'm not trying to say he's been good. That's definitely not what I'm trying to get at. I'm just saying that even when he's being bad, you see that the long-term vision for him on this team is going to be stuff like that, where him just using his gravity towards the rim to create open shots. And even the ass version of Ben Simmons we're getting now is still doing that to a high level. Well, I don't know. Not high level. Not quite high level right now.
Listen, Mo, you talked about selling all your stock. You guys can have my stock. There's no way. There's no way that they're not winning They're not winning a championship. I don't think that they're gonna make the conference final. I'm 100% out. There's just so much. There's so much going on the floor, off the floor, and I just like I can't deal with it. And it's like if. It's like the old like fantasy football or fantasy basketball adage where it's like you can't win your league on draft night, but you can damn sure lose it. And the Nets they've lost the season in the first 2 weeks. They're done.
Relax.
They're done.
Relax.
Listen, I'm with you. I'm not thinking like me and you specifically were really high on them coming into the season. I'm not quite as high anymore. I'm not expecting them to be like one of the top teams in the conference, but I'm not ruling out the possibility. Like, what are we doing here? It's week 3.
They're done. They're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like now I don't want to say they're done, but in terms of just like having trustworthiness on certain teams, just to do better, just be reliable from head to toe, they've lost most of my trust. I'm not selling all my stock with them at all, but it's just like all the little things. It's really baffling to me how they let go of Steve Nash off of a win, ironically. Off of a win, they go ahead and let him go. And
he
that
was
fresh off of and that was fresh off of their players only meeting or whatever. So you go ahead, you do that, and the first guy that comes to your mind when it comes to controversy, he was the head of it this offseason. Is Ime
it's crazy.
Exactly.
And Joseph Tsai keeps talking about this, like he's like he hates the drama, like he's just all out of his hands. He can't stand any of this shit. You hired him, like you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, and now like I'm over here thinking like, yo, you just about crazy as Kyrie if you making a move like that, bro. The reports out here saying that this man cheated on one of the most beautiful women on earth, Nia Long, and on top of that, bro, he's just doing people dirty. Women dirty.
Well, the problem isn't cheating on his wife for the NBA. The problem is that there's no reports about him potentially unwarranted advances to other people on the staff.
Yeah. That is 100%.
We still know the details, but it's quite the big deal.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think the infraction is that he cheated on Nia Long. That's not why they suspended him.
Let me Let alone he should have been exiled from the league, bro. He should have been exiled, and you should have been one of the managers at Costco or some shit, bro. He would have been better off for that. But
yeah, there's
like,
I agree. With you.
Controversy follows him everywhere.
In terms of like for the Brooklyn Nets, I do not see them getting like I think their ceiling elevates to another level once, of course, Ben Simmons starts being more aggressive on the offensive end, because as great of a playmaker and passer he is, like, I'm sorry, but if you're not any type of threat on the offensive end, even when it comes to just going to the rim and doing what he's best at, like, that just limits everyone's ceiling around you, including himself, of course. And if you can put your weakest defender on someone like Ben Simmons now, because he ain't going to do shit. I'm hiding Trae Young all night on Ben Simmons. Are you kidding me? It's 4 on 5.
I'm being real defensive of Ben Simmons and give him time, and I'm probably being like the most defender of him on the internet right now. But you're right. If he's like this come playoff time, he can't play. He's not going to play 36 minutes a night. We just got to hope and assume that eventually he'll get comfortable and start looking at the basket like Donovan said. But I guess we got to wait to see it, and so we just assume he's going to go back to normal.
Bro, he's the same level of scorer as someone named Andrew Nemphart. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Some random on the Indiana on the Indiana Pacers. That's terrible, bro. He's averaging 6 points per game.
Yeah.
Bro, this is just so down bad. Like, and now it's making me even a little bit angrier talking about this. Not angry, just irritated because, like, dude, I understand the whole coming back thing, but like guys like Clay and Jamal Murray, they're completely different type of players. They're score first players, but averaging 6 points, there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. Not looking at them, there's no excuse for that.
Yeah, clearly there's still some mental hurdles there of like confidence issues and like needing to get back into his game, which we don't know what's going on with him, but definitely something has to improve, or else the team is definitely cooked, and they're probably gonna, if things keep going like this and they look this bad and Ben is this bad, no shot this team makes it through the trade deadline intact.
No, no. A major move has to be made. What has to be done is you're gonna have to figure out a way to get either Ben or Kyrie up out of there. What's gonna happen is KD's gonna be like, I want you to trade me again, get me the fuck out of here. And that's probably it. But if KD doesn't request a trade, then if you're Brooklyn, everybody else here, you guys are all expendable. Kevin Durant's the only one that we can't trade.
Yeah. And especially now with everything Kyrie's doing off the court on Twitter and shit, like, we don't gotta get into it. That's whatever. It's obviously abhorrent. His days are probably numbered in the NBA. Like, he's probably not digging himself, or he's not many friendships are left there for him.
Exactly. Yeah. And so now you have the second star of the team saying the things that he's saying, doing the things that he's doing. And you expect me to believe that they're gonna somehow, put this all together and just say, "Oh, it's a random Tuesday in November. We can put this behind us. Let's go win a championship." No, it's not happening. They're done.
Yes, you're right. We just gotta wait to see if they prove us wrong. But right now, it's not looking good in Brooklyn.
They're the biggest ticking time bomb right now, bro.
Yeah, I think we can move on.
Yeah, let's just go ahead, bro.
As you guys can tell, we're here with episode 9 of the D3 podcast. Got started with the hottest story of the day with all this happening today with the Nets. Rest of the episode, we're going to talk about some teams that have looked really good so far, like the Cavaliers, the Bucks, and then some teams that have looked really bad, like the Warriors and the Clippers. And then, of course, after that, we're going to get to the TikTok topics we always do. But I forgot to get his hot takes. I just realized that. Normally we open with the hot takes, but I completely forgot. Donovan introduced this Cavs topic. I'm going to go find us some hot takes.
That's fantastic. Listen, Mo and Isaac, have y'all been watching the Cleveland Cavaliers? Because they look fantastic right now. They are 5-1. They are second to the Milwaukee Bucks, who we're going to talk about a little bit later in the show. But they're second to the Bucks in the Eastern Conference. Donovan Mitchell looks every bit as advertised, even better. And Darius Garland has been out since night 1 with an eye injury.
He's played like 2 minutes or something like that, bro.
All I want to say off the top is the comments have fucking crucified me all summer.
Go ahead.
I said the Cavs are closer to the best team in the East than they are to like the 5th or 6th seed. I give them an A+ A- when we're talking about chances of being contenders.
Go off.
Fuck you. The Cavs are amazing. Recently, I got crucified again for saying that Donovan Mitchell was Jaylen Brown. Fuck you. Donovan Mitchell's amazing.
That's right.
The comments crucified you for that?
No, everybody did. The comments.
Wow, that's crazy.
Listen, everything that we talked about the Cavs coming into the season in terms of them being able to have like 2 offensive engines in the backcourt in Garland and Mitchell, and then you have Mobley and Allen in the back end to have like that Twin Towers type of defense. It's working out perfectly. Cleveland, they're 4th in offense right now. They are 3rd in defense. They are second. They're 2nd in net rating. Like, everything that you thought was gonna happen in terms of like best case scenario, it's happening. Yeah. And again, Darius Garland isn't even on the floor yet. He's not even on the floor. And so Donovan Mitchell, like, listen.
Yeah, I think the main thing to talk about
MVP
Donovan Mitchell
type
is that,
season,
listen,
bro.
man.
Oh, certainly at this point for sure, top 3. I think the big thing with him is he's been playing as their point guard with Darius Garland out, and he's been incredible. Like, it's by far the highest assist percentage of his career. Mm-hmm. And being that primary ball handler and having that ability to play make, mixed with the ridiculous shot making he's had so far, he's shooting like 47% from 3 and like 75%, or actually I wrote it down, 73% at the rim. That's just ridiculous. Maybe he can't keep that up because that's like LeBron, Luka level of shooting at the rim, and he's a small guy. But regardless, the fact he's doing it so far with 2 big lineups where you don't have the best spacing in the world is just incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting though when Garland comes back, because Mitchell's been playing high minutes though, right? He's playing 37 minutes. He played 46 against the Celtics. That game did go into overtime, but still, you played 46 out of the 53 minutes that are there. He's played at least 35 minutes in 5 of the games this year, so he's definitely on the court a lot. So I think, like, in terms of just sheer volume of numbers, that's clearly going to go down. I think with what Isaac said as well, like, the rim scoring is probably going to go down. He's shooting 45% 50% from three. That's like Steph Curry number. That's like prime Steph Curry number. So that's obviously going to go down. But like, I think that he's definitely in, and it's funny because we're only in week 2, but he's definitely like now on the MVP short list. He's probably he's top 5 in MVP short list right now.
Yeah.
And that's just, I'm just very happy to see the Cavs and everything working out, because this was a team that before injuries just completely ransacked their whole team last year. They were making a play. They were making a play in the Eastern Conference. They were the 1 seed. Exactly.
They were amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. The Cavs just make me so happy, and of course it starts with Donovan Mitchell and all the phenomenal things that he's been doing. Best basketball outside of the playoffs that he's been playing in his life, without a doubt. And like, I feel like even more light needs to be shed on the guys around him, because he won't be going as crazy without guys like Karis LeVert randomly dropping like 41 points one night, and the very next night giving him a whopping 1 point. Absolutely absurd. And then fucking you got Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen holding it down in the paint, and Evan Mobley still developing as a player, at least on the offensive end. Defense, he's already there. He's elite in my mind. And on the offensive end, he's still working to get better, and he has been better this season so far. And all the little things that guys like Jetty Osman has been doing, the Dean Wage of the world, and then Kevin Love now still like he's a productive player. They just have so many productive things going on in Cleveland. And now that Darius Garland is gonna be back eventually, I don't know how often someone like Giannis can carry the Bucks offense, because at least right now, I don't think they have. What? Well,
you said you don't know how often Giannis can carry the Bucks offense?
Yeah, right now. As long as Chris Middleton is out throughout the entirety of the season.
I'm gonna go on the hunch and say he can do it. Giannis can carry the Bucks offense.
Yeah.
As long as Chris Middleton is out, I'm not 100% sure if he can continuously do that night in and night out. I think he's gonna win MVP. Run away with that shit for sure.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that topic later.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Keep going.
Yeah. So I feel like now, once Darius Garland gets back, they're gonna be no less than a 3 seed. Probably gonna. They might finish out as a 2 seed.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Now that you're seeing D-Mitch, that maybe he slows down and goes back to normal, but clearly he's at least capable of being the same guy he was in the past, and maybe locked a little bit more with this new lineup he has. Does this alter how you guys are viewing the Cavs? Mo, you said they're a top 3 team now in your eyes. I think you had them like just outside of that before the season.
Yeah,
what about
like
you, Don?
4 or 5.
Yeah,
what do you have now?
I would also have them top 3, because just as I'm like, if you look at the standings right now, there's nobody in the East, like outside of Milwaukee, who, and we all know just how much I love Milwaukee this season, but I don't think I don't think that there's anybody that's really impressed me over the first 2 weeks to get into that top 3. The one thing that I would the one thing that I would be concerned of for the Cavs is whenever Garland comes in, because again, we only saw 13 minutes of Garland and Mitchell. I want to see kind of at least over a week, over 2 weeks, how does that backcourt and their defensive issues kind of put even more stress on Mobley and Allen, and what does that look like? What does that look like long term? I think eventually, like, the offense is going to be able to weigh it out, but like, I don't expect them to be top 3, top 4 in defense moving forward. I think the offense is going to start picking up.
Yeah, right now a lot of these lineups, I think they're starting Dean Wade right now in there instead of Darius Garland, who isn't nearly as good as Darius Garland, obviously, but he's probably a better defender, even though it's not like he's lighting the world on fire as a defender, but just the fact that Garland is so undersized, like you're saying. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, there probably has to be some drop-off as a defense, but I think for the reasons we said all offseason, this team is very capable of covering up a small backcourt as well as any other front court in the league can. So I'm not super worried about it, but I see why you'd say that. Yeah,
and the thing is, like, Mitchell and Garland, they're going to be able to play off each other like so well. So you can take basically like a non-shooter and kind of put them at the 3, because you're still going to be able to have a pretty decent amount of spacing with Garland, Mitchell, even Mobley being able to stretch out a little bit. Like, there's gonna be room to operate.
He's iffy.
Well, I mean, like, listen, he's not Cat in terms of like 3-point shooting percentage, but like,
but they're guarding
like 26% or something like that. They're kind of guarding him.
As long as he garners the respect from the defense, then those lanes are going to be there. So that's what I'm saying. Like, offensively, Cleveland's going to be able to pick up where the defense is lacking once those two guys come in.
The thing about Mobley is more so people guard him is because you don't want to leave him wide open because he'll easily get into a dribble handoff scenario, set off ball screens, cut. Like, he's just too dangerous too smart of a player to leave wide open. So even though he can't shoot, he gives you a little bit of spacing just with his dynamicness, if that's a word.
Yeah.
But I'm with you, and I think we're all on the same page in that, like, Cleveland, they're going to be top 3, and they're only a game behind Milwaukee. Milwaukee hasn't lost yet. There's a very good possibility that Cleveland could end up as the number 1 seed this year. And
that'd be crazy.
It would be shocking.
Nuts.
It would be shocking. So listen, Isaac.
Not to me.
Shout out to you. You can make your victory lap in week 2 of the season.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Go ahead
take
and
it
make
while I
your
can.
victory lap. I just don't think they would be so automatically plug and play. Like, when it comes to teams making major acquisitions, I don't think that we've seen, like, we're used to seeing, like, some LeBron teams, like, whenever, like, he gets a new band together or whatever, like, there's always a slow start initially, always. And the only other time, as of late at least, that I can remember, like, some massive transition happens and it's just automatic. It's just basically plug and play, and they're off to a fire start, and they're already like the finished products. Day 1, day 2, day 3 is like when KD was on the Warriors. Yeah, it's just that type of smoothness.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about talent or anything, but that type of smoothness. That's what I see
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and because like on the other side of the spectrum, there's the Hawks where they're good, but you see that they take some time to get used to it. So you're right. Usually that is what happens, but the fit here is just so perfect that. And I think people underrated how smooth of a fit Donovan Mitchell is on almost any team. Like, the way he plays, he's ball dominant, but not ball centric in the way that he has to have the ball. Like, he still impacts others and can be without the ball. So I just feel like he's the type of guard that you can plug into almost any team, and it's going to work out well.
Facts.
Yeah, absolutely,
but
bro.
What I got to say now is I have the hot takes ready. So I think we can finally get to that.
Let's jump into it.
So this is meant to be at the top of the show, but I was slacking. So as always, I got a list of NBA hot takes for you guys. Let me know if these are W takes or L takes.
All right, let's go.
First one. Ayo says that LeBron is the most overrated player in the league right now.
That's an L take. That's an L take.
I would only say that this is a W take if LeBron was being praised as the top 2 or number 1 player in the world, but no one in their right mind is doing that right now.
Yeah, I agree. I was probably overrating LeBron a little bit at the beginning of the year because I was still like, he might still be the number 2 player, might still be the number 3 player, but I think I'm starting to calm down a little bit and see that maybe he just can't elevate teams when there's nothing around him as much as he could as he used to be able to. But he's still clearly in that type of tier just based off of what he can do if there's an adequate team around him.
Yeah. He's what's LeBron, top 7?
Oh, at least.
Right?
He's like, top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Top 5 through 7. So, I'm gonna say it's an L take. I don't know who the most overrated player is right now. I have to think about it, but it's not LeBron.
It might be Kawhi Leonard right now, just based on how things are going for him, because people are still talking about him like he's top
brittle.
10. And
that man was brittle.
It's not going well for him. His body's kind of giving up on him, which sucks to see. Hopefully he turns it around.
Yeah.
We got slander him the same way we do AD.
Who the fuck are you telling? Another Lakers one. Travis says that the Lakers should trade all 3 of their stars. We're loosely calling Russell Westbrook a star here, but you know what he means.
That's a W take. I told y'all last week, if you're the Lakers, blow it up. You're not getting a championship out of this. Go ahead, hit the reset button, get all the assets that you can. And because like you guys said, at the end of the day, you're still Los Angeles. You're still going to be able to attract stars if you have kind of a good infrastructure. But right now, you're not competent and you have no assets. So blow it all up, and we can just keep moving on, and you can try and restart and beat the Lakers. W take.
No. It's basketball law. It's in the NBA Bible. You don't trade LeBron James. That's the number 1 rule, bro. You just don't do this. Not a good look.
Who's LeBron?
Ever.
Who's LeBron? Trade him.
Who's LeBron? What? Oh my God. You
don't trade LeBron, and I know if Anthony Davis's body is really failing him like we think it is, I guess you might have to move on eventually.
That's the conversation.
Anthony Davis don't grow on trees. Like, there's only so many players better than him. Like, it's hard to give up on a talent that great just for what the potential could be if he's healthy. Like, it's a tough pill to swallow. I don't think
the potential if he's healthy, but he's never healthy. He's never healthy. Again, LeBron's 37. Russell Westbrook doesn't know how to play basketball anymore. The three pillars of your franchise are depreciating assets right now. Get off of them while you can, and get everything that you can right now.
All right. I get it.
Yeah.
Again, it comes down to you don't trade LeBron James, especially when him being there because he wants to be a Lakers, giving y'all so much like cachet with other NBA players. Like the reality, the politics of it, you don't trade LeBron James.
Said, ooh, because so much cachet. We got Juan T in the building. Like, shout out Juan T though. Shout out Juan T. That's my guy.
Juan T.
Good.
Okay. Last one. Walter says that Paolo Banchero is going to be an all-star in his rookie year. Ugh, I said that weird. Walter says that Paolo is going to be an all-star in his rookie year.
This is
I love this take. This gotta be
He's hooping,
bro.
He's
generational right now. He's playing generational. I knew he was gonna be good. I knew he was gonna be good from day one. Back when the NBA draft was happening, idiots were talking about some Chet Holmgren, Jabari Smith Jr. Man, bro. Hey Isaac, takes whatever you had about Jabari, they down the toilet right now, boy. I'm sorry.
I wasn't on Jabari.
You thought he would?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, I'm gonna screen record it. I'm gonna send it to you after this podcast. All right. Anyways, Jabari. My bad, I said Jabari. Paolo Banchero is a generational talent, and if he's able to stay healthy throughout this entire season, easy all-star.
I thought I was high on Jabari. I was not a Jabari guy at all.
No, you were. Stop lying to me.
I wasn't at all. Anyways, I don't think Paolo's probably not going to make the All-Star game because his team's so bad and there's so many other good players, but you could definitely argue he's on All-Star level right now as a player, and like he's going to be thought of in that tier for sure, I think.
23, 7, and 4 right now as a rookie, and he's shooting 29% from 3.
The efficiency leaves a little bit to be desired, but he is a rookie, so I mean, you can only hold it against him so much.
But you let that number get up to 33%, and now he's scoring 24. Like, listen, the path is there for Paolo to get to the All-Star game.
How many forwards are better than Paolo right now? There's KD, there's Giannis.
Say that again.
How many forwards are better than? Say what?
Say it in a clear way because we might use it for TikTok.
Okay, cool. How many power forwards are better than Paolo Banchero right now?
Okay, so obviously Giannis, Zion, Pascal Siakam,
Jimmy.
Wait,
we're not going to count Jimmy as a power forward.
Let me re-ask this question. Let me re-ask this question.
Why did you say Jimmy? What did you think we said?
Yeah, I just heard forward.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear power forward.
Yeah, I said power forward the first time, and then 4 is the second time. So let me re-ask this question because I left out an important component. How many forwards are better than Paolo Banchero right now in the Eastern Conference? That's
Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
So Giannis, Pascal Siakam,
KD.
Are we counting Jimmy Butler as a forward? Is that what he's listed as?
Okay,
Jimmy Butler.
He is listed as that, yeah.
Okay.
The Heat are having a slow start.
So raggedy to
Jimmy
say,
Butler's
though.
still better. Just Jimmy Butler. Let me pull up
I just feel raggedy whenever I talk about the Heat, but sure.
Who else is there?
You can't say Julius Randle.
Tatum. Well, wait, we're just
Jason Tatum, obviously.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown still is better than Paolo. Once Paolo gets more efficient, he'll pass him up. But for now, Jaylen.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley's not. Evan Mobley might have. I don't know. That one's tough.
I'm taking Paolo right now. It's tough for sure. It's a conversation.
Paolo's great, but he is very inefficient still. He is putting up numbers, but it is on a bad team. He's just getting tons of shots. Evan might be better. I don't know. That one's tough.
I'm a bad guy. I'm sorry. I'm one of those.
No,
dang. Okay, so Paolo. So now that we talk about it, so Paolo's not going to make the All-Star team this year. That's an outtake. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But either way,
listen,
he's
shout out
the
Paolo.
fact that he's on this level as a rookie is like almost unprecedented in the past 20 years. So either way, he's going to deserve that type of cachet going forward.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
We got those out of the way.
Yeah.
We have another team to talk about next that I have opinions about. I want to hear y'all's opinion about. Are you worried about the Golden State Warriors?
A little bit,
Their
yes.
defense ass. Kind of.
Everything's ass right now.
A little bit.
They have the 20th offense and the 24th defense right now. For the defending champs.
That's what's concerning to me. That's what's concerning to me. I'm not worried about the Warriors' offense at all. I think that eventually, like you have a Steph Curry centered offense. That's gonna fix itself, right? The problem is that for this entire run, you have this team that's been one of the best defensive teams in the league, and now they're 24th in defense, and that's kind of scary. And the main lineups that you play, you have Klay Thompson, who can't defend anybody. You have Jordan Poole, who can't.
I mean, it's not really Clay's fault.
No, listen, it's not his fault. Like that, he's like doing something wrong, but he's just limited now because of all these injuries.
Like, I wouldn't say he can't defend anybody. He's not the Clay he used to be, but he's still a competent defender. Like there's certain plays you see him get blown by, you're like, that wouldn't have happened in 2019. But he's not like he's not a complete liability out there.
Poole can't defend.
Yeah,
it's in my mind. I don't know, Isaac. You probably have the stats up already, but I just looked at James Wiseman's numbers, and he gets a pretty good amount of burn, and he's averaging like 0.4 blocks, and that kind of screams like, oh shit, how is their rim defense right now in my mind? And I feel like that's where they might be lacking. Just the other day, I saw something on the BR app about Dwight Howard potentially wanting to be interested in fucking what's it called? What's it called? Mentoring, yeah. Mentoring James Wiseman, and that just like screams to me like, yo, their rim defense is fucking ass. And not only was the rim defense ass, perimeter defense, like Donovan was kind of alluding to, is kind of suspect right. Not kind of, it is suspect right now.
So okay, so let me give you all some numbers, like you said. Right now, they're last in rim defense in terms of volume. They're not the worst in terms of like efficiency there. Like they're defending it okay, but they're letting everybody get there nonstop. Like it's just a fucking turnstile to get to the rim. And on the offensive end, they're last in rim scoring right now. So that's just like math that really makes it harder for you to compete because those are the most efficient shots in the game. So if you're getting eaten alive there and doing no eating there, it's not going to go well.
Yeah.
But more importantly, the interesting part real quick is their starting lineup is a good defensive unit. It has a 100 offensive rating, which is 90th percentile. So like that regular Curry, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, Looney team is completely fine. That's not the issue at all. If you look at the specific lineups that are getting cooked that have like 135, 162, 146 defensive ratings, they're all the ones with Jordan Poole and James Wiseman.
Yeah.
See, and that's one of the reasons why you saw after that Denver series in the first round, that pool party lineup where you had Steph, Clay, Poole, Wiggs, and Dre, that was unplayable because you just didn't have enough defense. And now you're seeing it now. And for Wiseman, like if Wiseman isn't going to be able to play on the perimeter the same way that Kevon can or the same way that Draymond can, then you have a problem because now you can't have that size and that switchability out there, and somebody has to make up for Jordan Poole's for his like lack of defense.
Bro, Jordan Poole's on-off numbers right now are fucking horrendous. Oh my god.
What are they?
So when he's on the court, their defense is 11 points per 100 possessions worse, which is like literally the difference between the best defense in the league and by far the worst. Like that's abhorrent. It's 12th percentile. But even on offense, their offensive rating is 14.6 points worse than him on the court. So in totality, when he's on the court, they're 25 points per possession worse than when he's off the court. Now it's a small sample size, and these offense and defensive rating aren't individual stats, so it's not all on him. It's about the lineups he's in with. A lot of those lineups have James Wiseman, like you said, who's also been an eyesore. But when they're that bad, it doesn't mean it's all his fault, but clearly he's not elevating anybody. He's not doing his job well.
It's also very funny because if you look at the Warriors, like Steph is playing 34 minutes a night. Wiggins is playing 33 minutes a night. It's clear like these are the two guys that we need on the floor at all times. Everybody else is under 30 minutes a game. Draymond is under 30 minutes. Poole is under 30 minutes, right? And so it's very very interesting because you don't have like a lineup that you're gonna have out there for a majority of the game to set the tone, and you kind of just have like this turnstile of guys that you're bringing in to try to figure out like who is gonna get this stop. Like somebody has to do their job, and so that's the thing that's concerning.
Too bad.
That's the thing that's concerning.
What's it called? Yeah, GP2, Otto Porter. Like, there's just a lot of stuff that they have to, like, in minutes they have to reproduce with new bodies. And I guess their bet was the young guys are going to be able to do it, but we haven't seen it materialize. I think Moses Moody's been solid, but, like, Jordan Poole will be better. Like, he had a slow start. I think the past couple of games he's starting to improve.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest thing, too, because we're talking about their offense and, like, writing it off as, like, oh, the offense will be fine, but there's legitimate issues there. Right now, outside of Curry, they have, like, no creation ability. Like, we talked about them not getting to the rim at all. Usually, if you can't get to the rim, it's because you don't have ball handlers that can penetrate it all, and you're just taking tough mid-range shots. That's really been the story of their offense outside of Curry. Like, Draymond's on a minutes restriction. He hasn't been himself. Clay's on a minutes restriction. Jordan Poole is playing like Jeremy Lin. Like, it's just been tough.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
With
he hasn't
all
been that
this,
bad. I'm just kidding.
With all this being said, like, it's just imagine how much worse they would be if like Curry goes on his like normal like slow start at the beginning of the season. Right now, he's been on fucking fire. He's been doing his thing. He's been in his bag right now. I think he's averaging like 30 or something like that, or a little bit above 30. I don't know. And he's putting up pretty efficient numbers off the top of my head, if I can remember correctly as well. So just
31 points per game right now. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's great. Who would have thought, bro? He's towards the top of the NBA in scoring, but yet the Warriors are here playing really mediocre basketball. Yes, it is concerning, but if you're a Warriors fan, it ain't nothing too much to sweat about. But I do know that, like, they haven't been this bad defensively in a very long, excluding their tanking years or 2 tanking years or whatever. Yeah. They haven't been this bad at all defensively. So
I think one thing we can see a pattern with Curry in recent years of like the second half of the dynasty, if he has to score this much, it's probably a problem. Last time we saw him go on this kind of fucking bender, being an unstoppable scorer, was a year where they made the play-in and lost.
Yeah.
Because they had nobody around him. So it's great to see Curry drop 35, 39, 37 in 3 straight games, but if he's out here doing that, it's probably by necessity, and that's not a good sign for their offense.
Yeah, absolutely not, dog. And now at this point, like, I remember a couple podcasts ago, I think we were talking about the Warriors and how they lost some key guys like Otto Porter Jr. and Gary Payton and things of that nature. And now it's like all on the young dudes. Kuminga hasn't been playing recently at all, bro. He's got DNPs. That's crazy. And Moses Moody hasn't been absolutely fantastic, or we haven't seen a real like impactful second year leap or anything of that nature just yet. And now you're kind of like, damn. You're left like with nothing pretty much. It's just damn.
I see what you're saying. Like, it's like, what's the answer? If maybe just Kuminga's not that guy. Like, at a certain point, maybe, I don't know if we're there yet, but eventually it's going to be like, if Curry doesn't want to play him at all.
He's 19, 20, like, he's
been 19 for 3 years.
There's two. How old is he? Let me.
He's like 20, probably or 21.
Yeah, he's young. I'm not saying he's cooked. I'm just saying that if in the very near term, if Curry doesn't feel comfortable playing him, you can only wait so long without having that wing depth. They might have to make a move and find somebody else to fill that hole. Like Mo's saying, like maybe the answer isn't on the lineup right now because outside of him, there's not a ton of depth there.
I think what we saw a lot last season, like especially early in the season, we saw Curry give a lot of minutes to Kuminga. Like there are just times where he, like, especially early in the season when you're trying to figure out who you're gonna play in April, in May, you're just gonna have to eat those minutes, and you're really just gonna have to like say, hey, these next 2 weeks, Kuminga, you're gonna play 28 to 30 minutes a night. Like I need to see what you have, because this 9 minutes to 15 minutes every single night, bringing them in and off the bench, that consistency isn't going to give you any answers as a coach as to what he really has. Like you're going to have to give him some serious time. So I think
only is that detrimental to their like current present right now, but also for their future. I'm like a strong believer in like everything for a player, young players specifically, is like situational. There's players who are probably as talented, who have no more talent as Jonathan Kuminga right now, who are going absolute crazy. Someone who's not comparable in terms of play style or anything of that sense, but like, this dude got potential if he has the space to show, is like a Bobo. Like he's going crazy right now in Orlando, and like he wasn't on none of that when he was in Denver. There's probably a lot of issues with personalities and how he was acting or whatever. But like, needless to say, like he just needs an opportunity. And with what Steve Kerr is doing right now, I don't know the logistics or schematics behind that whatsoever. But I think he's just doing a disservice for everyone by not giving him more burn than fucking someone like Ty Jerome. That's embarrassing.
Facts.
Yeah. Eventually, I'm sure Kuminga's going to get his time to shine, but he's also probably got to earn it. Like there's probably a reason. Like if it was up to Steve Kerr in an ideal world, he'd probably be giving these guys tons of minutes and they'd be taking over the team. But if they're not playing to the point where they deserve that, it's kind of hard to walk that tightrope when you're losing so much early in the season.
Yeah.
So I understand his perspective.
Yeah, I'm not tripping. I'm not mad at it at all. But I think the Warriors are going to be good at the end of the day. So
yeah, it's hard to predict them not coming back. I think they'll be fine too.
Yeah, exactly.
But on a brighter note, on someone who doesn't have to worry about coming back because they're currently on top of the world, we got to talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo and Luka Doncic, and the fact that they're probably by far the top two in MVP voting right now at the season ended today. What is y'all's perspective in terms of these two guys in the top? Who do you think is, if the season ended today, who would be the guy you'd vote for? How are you just in general feeling about their season so far?
So
the Dallas Mavericks are 3-3, Donovan. I want you to talk about that first. Like,
okay, what's up?
Yeah, like,
what's up?
What do you think the Dallas Mavericks will be good enough for Luka to have serious talks of MVP?
Yes,
they're 3-3 right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think right now, and especially the way that we've seen like kind of the MVP conversation over the last couple of years and really where it's going to be going, you're going to start seeing in terms of like winning, you're not going to need to be the first seed or the second seed anymore. You're going to need to lead your team to not be in the play-in. And so as long as you're in the top 6 seeds, right? Like that's probably going to be good enough. And Isaac had said that a couple episodes ago, and I think it's true. So I think that the Mavericks are going to be fairly decent. This is the one thing that we've thought about Luka for the last 2 years is, can you come into camp healthy? Can you come into the season in shape? And you see what happens when he comes into the season in shape. He's averaging 37 points a night, y'all. Like
on 57% shooting from the field.
That's what
57. That is bonkers.
He's the first person since Michael Jordan to score 6 straight 30-point games to open the season. Like,
it's ridiculous.
And there's some other ridiculous cherry pick numbers about like the first person with like 200 points, 50 assists, 50 rebounds, whatever the number was.
Yeah.
Whatever, all those, fuck all that. He's been on another level in every single way, even outside of these counting numbers. Like, he's just been incredible. His grip on the game, every single play, has just been ridiculous. Like, he's having the same usage he had before, so it's not like he's just taking more shots. He's just been unstoppable in every way.
It's fantastic to see, and so I think that Dallas is going to be in a position where they're going to be good enough to where he's going to be able to be in the top 3 in MVP voting. As for Giannis, if the season ended today, Giannis would be the MVP. Right?
He's 6-0. Like, they're flying under the radar.
He's 6-0. They don't have Chris Middleton. They don't have Pat Connaughton, and offensive.
One of those names is not like the other.
No. Listen,
he said that as if he's a star. But you're right. You are right though.
Yeah.
Without Chris Middleton and without Pat Connaughton, that leaves them with very, very little shooting, and the spacing that they would have on the floor with those two guys on the floor is completely different. Right now, they're 17th in offense, but they have the best defense in the league, and they're 6-0. Giannis has already gone for 40 in a couple games, and he's 100% like the best two-way player in the game. So
Brook Lopez better get some Defensive Player of the Year buzz at this rate. Like, there's been a few years where he deserved it. He needs to be in these conversations this year.
Yeah, Giannis is my MVP right now. So shout out to Isaac, because that was his preseason pick. But these guys are just, bro, they're just different. That's literally the only thing that you can say. And because there's not anything like insightful or new that we can say, they're just really freaking good at basketball. Like, that's it. It's really it.
Yeah, and as someone who has Luka Doncic on my fantasy team, I'm having a great time.
It's awful. Yeah. I'm so glad I haven't had to play you yet. Isaac and I are in the same. Yeah, we're in the same fantasy league, but he's going down. He's going down.
Bro. So now that we have the top 2 MVP candidates out of the way, something that I want to mention and ask you guys is like, like, we over here giving Donovan Mitchell his praise, his flowers. His team is like number 2 in the Eastern Conference. And
he's 4th on my list right now.
He's 4th. So I'm going to assume that Devin Booker is not on your list right now because he's having damn near just as good of I would say he's having just as good of a season as Donovan Mitchell right now, and it's hella interesting to see. Dude's averaging like 29 a game.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely, he's in the conversation.
The Phoenix Suns are 5-1 right now, just literally on the same exact ranking as the Cleveland Cavaliers. So why is he not getting that type of buzz? Let's go ahead.
Let's talk about the Suns. You're right. They're not getting the buzz at all, and I'll tell you why. It's because everybody fucking hates them because they got demolished by the Mavs. That no matter how good they are, at the beginning of the season we did our rankings, I told you they'd be the 2 seed, and you guys were like, no, they'll be the 8 seed because y'all had that sour taste in your mouth, where it's just like you do not want to fuck with this team at all. Everybody had the effects of it. Even the most rational people, the most irrational fans, it doesn't matter. Nobody fucks with the Phoenix Suns right now. Their vibes are terrible. Everybody assumed they're going to be bad, but they're being the typical Phoenix Suns.
I will say this, though. I am concerned about the Phoenix Suns for one reason. Okay. Chris Paul looks old. Yeah. He looks old. Yeah. And he's...
But the thing is, it doesn't matter.
No, it does. It does matter. It does.
It does. I just mean for the regular season.
Yeah, okay.
It does.
Okay. But yeah, Chris Paul right now, he's averaging less than 10 points a game. And
damn.
So before the Suns played the Warriors last week, it was a Thursday night game, right? So Chris Paul has a great game. He shoots 4 or 5 from 3. Before that game, Chris Paul, mind you, Russell Westbrook was shooting 8% from 3. Chris Paul was shooting 9% from 3.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Chris Paul, outside of that Warriors game where he shot 4 for 5 from 3, his 3-point shooting has looked like this: 0 for 2, 0 for 1, 1 for 8, 0 for 1, 0 for 4. He cannot shoot the 3 right now, and that is very, very concerning. He's still.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not though. Because everything else is fine. The issue right now is
his regular scoring is not falling.
Yeah. But you look specifically, it's because his mid-range shots that were normally money, the long mid-range shots aren't falling at all. The 3-point shots aren't falling, but the short mids, those little weird pull-ups he does from like 8 feet away, leaning backwards, those are fine. His rim scoring is fine, which is usually the first thing that drops off when you're an old man. It's okay.
Yeah.
Jump shooting comes and goes. It's Chris Paul. Even if Chris Paul was 50, he'd still be able to make threes. That's like there's just variance in that. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, but still, never ever in my life would I think Jock Longdale would be a better scorer than Chris Paul ever in existence, bro.
It's not gonna last. He'll be okay.
You knock out that man's kneecaps, I think he'll still be top.
You say it's not gonna last. He shot 31% from 3 last season, right? So we've already seen a trend of his 3-point shooting drop off a little bit. So I'm not saying it's gonna be 9% for the rest of the year. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But even last year, I'm looking at Clean the Glass, which filters out garbage time and leaves.
Yeah.
33% from 3. Not great, but he was still an elite player last year because he shot 55% from mid-range, which he usually shoots pretty high from there. Right now it's at 38. Yeah. Like, he's never shot that bad in his career. He's not going to fall off a cliff and not know how to make mid-range shots anymore.
This is a 37-year-old man, and he's looking every bit of 37. And
I'm not too worried about that.
When you're old, and sometimes the switch just flips and you just become the old man overnight. Yeah. And so I think going into the playoffs, that would be concerning if we still see if his 3-point shooting doesn't rise. However,
I know what you mean.
Yeah. However, like Mo said a couple minutes ago, Devin Booker for sure. MVP conversation because he has to deal with this old man who's sucking right now, and he still has them at 5-1. We talked about the Cavs having the second best net rating in the league. The Suns have the first best net rating in the league. They're at the top of the game with at plus 12.3. They're fourth in offense. They're first in defense. I mean, no, they're fourth in. Excuse me. They are fourth in defense, second in offense, first in net rating.
So I want to say, obviously, they're great like they were last year. You guys didn't think they would be. What were you wrong about? Like, what parts of a drop-off that you predicted aren't happening?
Well, this is the one part where I would say that it's only week 2. Drop-off can still happen. But I overestimated just how bad the vibes were coming into the season. Yeah. And I didn't give them enough credit for being professionals and being able to show up and just power through all that and put all that foolishness to the side and still come out and beat the Suns. Because over the last 2 seasons, they've been this incredibly well-oiled machine. And you think that with all the stuff that happened with Ayton, the way that they lost, the Sarver stuff that happened, it was just a lot that was on their plate. And they've done a fantastic job kind of clearing everything off and sticking to basketball and being able to come out. So I overestimated the stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's a testament to Monty Williams.
Yeah, not only a testament to Monty Williams, but
Coach of the Year?
Devin Booker's a superstar. He could be. But Devin Booker's a superstar, and he's doing what superstars are supposed to do, bro. He's doing what superstars are supposed to do, which is like quiet the silence whenever they're quiet. Like let there be silence whenever there's hella noise going on around your team right now. And he's doing exactly that, and he's been on one. He's been on a beam, bro, going absolutely crazy. And I wish I would have seen this coming, but like something that should have been noted as well, and like why I don't hate myself for having those takes that we had Donovan, but like all these young dudes around Chris Paul, like they're ascending. Like Chris Paul could average 5 points a game, and they still could be like a top 3 seed in the Western Conference. All these young guys around them are just that good. Yep. Now, something that I do want to see more of is like DeAndre Ayton get more touches still, but he's been great as is already. And Cam Johnson.
Everyone, we say this every year about DeAndre Ayton, but there's only so many touches he can get as a third option. So like, even with Chris Paul taking a step back, like everybody wants to see this big leap from Ayton, but the touches just aren't there. There's just too many. There's not enough ball to go around.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm not worried about. Those are my reasons why. I didn't. Those are the reasons why I didn't see this coming, and you saw it obviously coming. And just to go back a couple of minutes about the Phoenix Suns and Chris Paul specifically, last season this dude shot like 30. You said he shot 31% from 3-point line or whatever, and during those playoffs he shot like 38%. And of course he's shooting terribly right now too. But like CP3 is CP3, and I just imagine it always happens. He's always going to get those percentages up over the last few years that he's been doing, at least for the Phoenix Suns. Mm-hmm. And that, along with these guys just constantly elevating, I just don't see them. I see them like keeping up where they left off last year. Now they might get that.
You can still argue. Yeah, I say you can still argue it's not going to be good enough in the playoffs.
That's the second round exit. That's all that is.
Yeah,
maybe it could be, but I think it's safe to say that they're near the same quality of team as they were last year. Like there wasn't a precipitous drop off that people predicted.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is fine. Like we're still left to be seen if that's going to be good enough. If they have the composure to last through a whole playoff run, they didn't have it last year. Then again, there were some complications with their whole team getting COVID and not reporting it. There is a lot of crazy shit going on, but we'll see.
Nah, I'm still out though. I'm still hate. I'm still hate.
I know. Anyway, I think that's all we got to talk about today. I think we can get on to the TikTok topics.
Let's do it.
Go for it.
We didn't tell y'all at the top of the show, but we kind of left it as a surprise for people that stick around to the end. But right now we're going to do a current player only draft, which I know y'all love these draft videos. It'll be a great TikTok, but if y'all are still here watching, you get to see it live first.
Let's go. Oh my God.
So this is going to be a
who's first
draft.
pick?
Is it my turn? Who got it last time?
I was first pick last time. So it's not my turn. I think it is. I think it might be your turn, Isaac.
Okay, who was second? Was I second last time?
No, I think I was.
Okay, so me, Mo, Donovan. That'll be the order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to switch, I don't really care. It's fine.
That's fine. I'll take 3. I'll take the double up spot.
Yeah, it's a good spot to be in this draft.
Let's go.
Let's get this hook in there. Let's draft the best possible starting five. Got a Jolly Rancher in my mouth. So it's kind of hard to talk. Probably shouldn't be doing this while podcasting, but I couldn't resist.
Dangerous activities.
Let's draft the best possible starting fives with current players only.
Time to take
first
this
pick.
dub again.
First pick, I got to go Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's an easy choice.
Yeah. Right. Second pick, I'm not losing any sleep. Give me Steph Curry.
Okay. Dang. That was actually my pick. That sucks. Okay.
He's the best player to have when you're making teams because he makes every team so much better.
Yeah, I couldn't let this man Isaac get his hands on someone like Curry and that Giannis combo. There's just no competition, bro.
So. No shot he falls to me at 6. It would be impossible.
Okay. All right. So at 3, I'll take Jokic at 3. And then at 4, I got to figure out what I want
Imagine you just pair him with Embiid, have the 2 dominant bigs.
Oh, I completely forgot about Embiid. Who am I going to take? You know what? Just because he's balling out right now. Give me Ja Morant.
Oh my goodness. He's the king of selling drafts, bro.
At 4?
Give me Ja Morant.
Damn, all Donovan.
Right. Go ahead.
Okay. So you got Ja Morant. Wait, did you get Jokic already?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab me Luka.
It's a good pick.
Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot about Luka.
I can't believe you did. You're the king of selling, bro. You are the king of selling.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy.
So I have Giannis at the 4. Which direction do I want to take this?
Wow, that's really crazy.
Yeah, he's still thinking about that, bro. You're gonna get absolutely cooked, bro. You deserve it.
Nah, I actually do deserve it this time.
Yeah, you need to be cooked like rotisserie chicken, bro. Absolutely.
I'm gonna go big, and pause and take. I'm gonna go big, and I'm gonna take the best players available. Give me Embiid and give me LeBron.
Okay.
Okay, that's big as fuck. Pause.
Whew.
Yeah. Pause. Okay.
That's funny.
Who you got?
All right. So it's my turn. You got Embiid and LeBron. I
With
like
Giannis.
that. Embiid and LeBron with Giannis. Damn, that's shit. Okay, so I got Steph, Luka, and I need a menacing defender. Now you already got Embiid, so in terms of bigs, who's up there next? Fuck that. I need star
Anthony
power.
Davis.
Fuck all the life picking Anthony Davis. Donovan, get him out of here. I'm not doing it.
You want
This
Rudy
high?
Gobert? You want Karl Anthony Towns?
Nah, I don't want Rudy Gobert. I don't want Karl Anthony Towns. I'm just gonna go on this trend of just you can't stop me and give me Kevin Durant.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good. That's good.
Curry,
You got all the
Luka,
Hoopers over
KD.
there?
Yeah, all the Hoopers, bro.
All right.
I got all the big buff motherfuckers on my team.
All right. So I got Jokic and Ja right now. Give me. I want some wings. I need some wings. Give me Jason Tatum.
Good pick.
Damn. Anyways, go.
He was never gonna make it back to you.
Yeah.
So give me Jason Tatum, and then give me Paul George.
Oh, I was gonna pick Paul George.
Give me Jason Tatum. And Give me
Okay.
Paul George.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, I like that. Is it my turn?
It sure
Yeah.
is.
Okay. So you
Tell
got
him
Jason
evil
Tatum.
laugh.
You got Jason Tatum. Shit. That was literally right next up on my list.
That's what you get.
And now I think I'm pretty comfortable with this pick. I need a big. I need a big dearly who's nice at defense. And as of now, I can't think of anybody else who still has star power who is at that same level. So I gotta go ahead and pick Pascal Siakam.
Pick Pascal over AD. You really hate AD.
Oh
Jesus.
fuck! You're right. Oh my god. Fuck. That was terrible. Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't need AD, so he's probably gonna be there for you on the back end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Kawhi Leonard and Damian Lillard.
That's nice. That's nice.
That's nasty.
I don't know who's beating me, but we'll see what you guys end up with.
Kawhi and Dame. Fuck. Yo, fuck. Okay, whatever. All right. So you got Kawhi.
I was born to dominate drafts.
Yeah, fuck, bro. So I need a 5. Do I really have to pick Cat?
Is
Do
this
I
man
wanna do
dumb?
that? No, I'm gonna pick AD. Let's go. I'm fucking. I just want to see it. Let's go.
All right. So I need a 4. I need a 4, and I need to. I'm trying.
Is he gonna pair Zion with Ja?
No. I need a little bit more defense.
Draymond Green?
No. Give me Bam Adebayo
Okay.
to pair with Jokic.
Bam and Jokic is nice. That's
Give
like
me-
that might be
give
the
me
perfect
Bam.
fit.
Damn,
Give
did
me
I
Bam.
lose this draft? Fuck. Was that third? Nah, I think you sold
sick.
way too hard with that job pick.
Yeah, but I mean, just still Ja. So I mean, he could have picked Luka, but
I mean,
okay.
but
So
like,
I got
Okay.
Lillard, Kawhi, LeBron, Giannis, Joel.
That's nasty. That's
I got
nasty.
Curry, Luka. Who's my 3 again? KD. I got Curry, Luka, KD, Pascal Siakam, and Anthony Davis.
them
That's
boys can't
fucking
play.
filthy.
Boys can't play.
Yeah.
No defense though. I got Ja, PG, Jason Tatum, Bam,
Yeah,
Jokic.
That's
that
fucking
team is
disgusting.
nasty. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, these teams are disgusting, bro. I may have lost this one. I might have lost.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has like by far the worst team. Nobody sold super hard, but
Yeah.
we'll see what the comments guys say about
Yeah, I definitely reached. So like, if I get that, I own that. That's
Deserve
on me,
it.
coach. That's on me, coach.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
Next TikTok we're gonna do. I want y'all to tell me. I want y'all to guess whose stats these are.
Let's do it.
She's.
I love this idea. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get. I'm gonna list off some box score stats. I'm gonna text it to you guys, so you guys will see it. Everybody else will see it on the screen right now. Which I gotta remember to put this in long form, so it's not just the TikTok people who see it. That'd be tough.
Okay.
But I'm gonna list some stats. You guess which NBA player this is. And let me get these stats and text them to you guys in the group chat.
Bet.
I try to get a mix of different types of players so it wouldn't be super obvious.
Yeah.
Here's the first one.
Okay, I'm excited.
All right.
So this
13 points.
So this player averages 13 points, 7 rebounds, 4.8 assists, 34% from the field, 20% from 3, 1.4 steals, 0.2 blocks.
Quite the interesting stat line.
Damn, who is this? Fuck, this is nasty as hell.
You tell me.
Is this Josh Giddey?
Nah,
No,
Josh
this is
Giddey
not
kind of
Josh
going
Giddey.
on. Nah, Josh Giddey's he's shooting more efficiently. Especially from 3. This is not Josh Giddey, and he's getting more than 4 assists per game as well. Can we get a hint, either Eastern or Western Conference? That's the only one I want.
Not yet.
Not yet?
No,
Not yet.
you take your guess, Mo, and then we'll get the hint.
Okay, I'll take my guess. So, bro, this is clearly. Is this a guard? It could be a guard.
Could be.
20% from 3 though.
Yeah, 20. I think this is probably a 2 or a 3. So
It has to be a guard because of the steals though.
Yeah, guard or wing, bro. But the rebounds is kind of high as well. Is this Russell Westbrook?
It is Russell Westbrook.
7 in my bag. You can't stop. Fuck. Fuck. Let's go.
Feeling dangerous.
Yeah, let's go.
What's crazy is that I didn't pick Russ because I thought his numbers would be worse.
Yeah.
I was waiting for a 12% from 3, and I was like, oh, that's Russ right there.
Yeah,
that's
he
crazy.
shot 50 the other night, so like
that's crazy.
That's what got him up there.
Okay, here's player number 2. Hopefully it's on screen for you guys.
23, 6, and 4. Oh, that boy balling. Oh my goodness. 35%, 45, damn near steal.
This one's a little bit tougher because it could be a lot of players.
Yeah, this could be a lot of players for sure.
20.
Is this
initial guess?
For some reason, I want to. This is not my official guess. This is an unofficial guess. But Mo, tell me what you think about this. And
for a second, I want to say this is a big, but looking at the turnovers and assists, I'm like, I don't know too many bigs who are handling it that often. And
this okay? I would take my first official guess. Is this Cade Cunningham?
No, that's a good guess.
Ooh, that's a great guess. That is
guess.
a fantastic guess, dog. So if it's not Cade, then
your head's in the right place, kind of.
So he's a young player. Okay, he gave that away.
Could be.
Yeah, he's a
Jalen, maybe Jalen.
Jalen Brown?
No, Green.
Nah, Green's not shooting that efficiently for sure. He's not. He's chucking that motherfucker. I'm gonna say Jalen Brown. Why not?
It's not Jalen Brown.
Wow, who is it?
All right, can we get a hint?
He is in the Western Conference.
Western Conference. Okay.
Western Conference. Okay, cool.
Y'all better be commenting who you think this player is in the meantime. Like, y'all can probably get it before they can.
He's averaging 23, 6, and 4. Averaging 23, 6, and 4 right now. And
okay, I have a guess. I have a guess.
Oh my God, this is Keldon Johnson.
This is not Keldon Johnson.
What the fuck, man? Fuck.
Okay.
All right, whatever.
I'm gonna guess De'Aaron Fox.
Nah, he's balling.
Good guess.
He's balling. He's
not
averaging
De'Aaron
like
Fox.
No, that's not De'Aaron. So he's in the West. Let me get another.
He's below 24 years old.
Below 24 years old. Is this?
It can't be Shea. Shea's averaging more.
Is this Zion? Nah.
No. The rebounds would be higher. I feel like
you're right.
I low key. I said that it can't be Shea, but I low key feel like it might be just because the turnovers are there. So you know it's going to be a point guard.
Yeah.
But is Shea older than 24?
I think he is.
I think he is 24. It's not Shea.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're in a dungeon right now, Donovan.
I know. We gotta think.
It's a guard, obviously. It's a guard.
Yeah, it has to be a guard. Western Conference.
Is this C.J. McCollum?
No.
Fuck. Oh, you said he was younger. Fuck.
This man picked an old man.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Anthony Simons here?
No, you're not.
That's a great guess. Fuck.
That's
a great guess.
I'm not gonna tell you if it's a first.
Wait, can we get? Is
name.
it? Wait. Is it Anthony Edwards?
It is Anthony Edwards.
Let's go. Fuck you, Donovan. Eat my dick. Fuck, I got this shit. Yeah.
We're on the same team. We're trying to. We're both trying to guess.
No, we're not. I'm not playing fair. Screw you. Yeah. Screw you.
I'm not playing. This man not playing fair this season.
We were supposed to be here. You're breaking this.
Fuck on that.
You're breaking this.
Yeah. There we go. Dan, that was so hard, bro.
Okay, we got one more name. All
right.
I like this. We for sure have to do this throughout the season.
Yeah.
There's a third. Absolutely. These are the third stats.
22, 7, and 4.
Wait, what? Wait, send the text again. I haven't gotten it. Is my Wi-Fi messed up?
Probably.
Is your Wi-Fi?
I can read it off to you if you want.
Sure.
So this player's averaging 23 points per game, basically, 7.6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2.6 turnovers, which is important to note, 43% from the field and 29% from 3, along with 1.1 blocks, which is interesting, and 0.6 steals. So he's a guard in my mind. He has to be a guard or a wing.
Yeah.
22, 7, and 4.
22, 7, and 4.
And he's struggling from 3 just a little bit.
Just a little bit, you know.
Okay.
I don't know.
This is a good player.
You're having a harder time with this than I expected.
Yeah, this is a good player.
You're giving us you're just giving us random numbers, and we're like, yeah, out of the 450 players, who is this?
Yeah. There's a lot of damn good players in the NBA today who are averaging like around these type of numbers
22.
as well. So it's hella hard. 22, 7, and 4. So he might be a power forward. No, definitely not a power forward. Yeah, I think it's a 3 or 2. You know, power forward shooting 43%, bro. Is this? Wait. No.
Is this?
Let's get a guess going.
So this is not.
I'm gonna guess Zion. I think this is Zion.
This is not Zion Williamson.
This is not Anthony Davis.
This is not Anthony Davis.
All right, we both used our first guess. What's the hint?
Yeah.
It is an Eastern Conference player.
Is this Jason Tatum?
Wait. Oh, I am so stupid. Mo, count your days. All right? This is Paolo Banchero.
Congratulations.
He's a rookie. Days, damn, you got this. Yeah. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. Tatum was a good guess, though.
I guess. Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Because it was the wrong guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I still won overall, though. Eat me, bro. Pause.
Whoa.
Well,
we had some technical difficulties. Mo's camera stopped working. There's no more storage left. So we had a couple more topics left for you guys. Doesn't look like we're going to get to it this time. So I think that's the end of the show.
Bye.